Welcome to E360 TV, the live streaming and on-demand destination for influential voices and enlightened audiences. We offer trending, grassroots, and purpose-driven content across a diverse range of interests. E360 TV is more than just watching programs. We offer the ability to interact with live shows connecting audiences to real, authentic influencers and storytellers while streaming to millions of devices. Real experiences. Raw conversations. One destination for it all. E360 TV.
Hello, hello, hello. I have a question for you. Have you ever felt completely lost? You know, seeking purposeful direction that could and should propel your mission within your divine journey to that next level, but still it hasn't happened. Well, my name is Lauren Harris, and I'm the founder of P3, the Journey Series. People come to me because they're wounded. Many are scared, and even there are those who are bruised simply because they feel that they are increasingly, for whatever reason, losing their ability to dream. Now, this P3 program is not for a person who's just looking to start a business, no, but rather for those of you out there who have been on your journey and you've been navigating within your divine purpose, but you still desire to elevate to that level that you have not reached yet. If this is appealing, if this describes you, then I want to have a chat with you. I want to hear your story. So use the link below to get registered for your free seat at P3, the Journey Series. And let's get started, one story at a time. I'll see you inside. Click the link. Today. Yeah, wait. Yeah, I like this. It's a reversible hat, y'all. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm kidding. Okay, really, I'm not, but okay, I am. Sort of. Welcome to Friday edition of Bathrobe Moments. I'm feeling some kind of way today. Am I clashing, though? Is it too much, y'all? Is it? Look, it's my universe. Y'all just visiting. So, deal with it. There it is. Oh, I'm so excited to be here. I love Fridays for the obvious reason. But I also just love Fridays. I love Mondays too. Tuesdays are kind of sweet. Wednesday is my jam. Thursday taco night. Love it too. There it is. I love every day of the week. The weekend, we don't even have to go there because we know how bomb that is, right? So what are you planning this weekend? You got to have one thing on your I'm going to get it done list for the weekend. But sometimes it's just a siesta. Sometimes it's calling somebody and saying, hey, how you been? Whatever it is. I want to know. Put it in the comments. Q Whitney Houston. I want to know. So anyway, Dr. Lauren with you. It's been a great week. It really has. So many wonderful guests. Let's see. Remember, we've really crammed it in. Dawn M. Rivers was here on Monday. Remember her? And then powerlifter, 6-time world champion, national championships, and the first Black woman on the United States female bobsled team, Krista Ford. She was here on Tuesday. Wednesday, remember her with the eating disorder thing, and we watched the video where she broke her. Touched my heart. And then yesterday, Shanae was here, and we were talking about the justice thing and how she was incarcerated and powerful stories. And then today is no different. Another illuminated conversation. We have a Lauren in the house, so there'll be two of us. We're going to keep it straight. Well, clearly, keeping it straight is not even an issue for me. I'm just saying. So anyway, we'll just keep it moving forward. Lauren Guerrieri. I know I'm butchering it. I can't stand. No, there's no T. Like Kenny G, Lauren G. Now, that's how you do that shit. That's how you do that. Good morning, beautiful people. You look absolutely amazing. You do. I see you. I see you. I love you. And can I get an amen? Because you look so good. I'll kick it off. There's one. That's the bell of purpose, y'all. I ring it every time on purpose. I don't slip and fall. We ain't manifesting that. I'm just saying, when I ding it, ring it, it's on purpose, with purpose, because I want to remind you that just like that bell has a ring to it, you guessed it, so does the truth. All right. Tune your spirit like a tuning fork. Tune it in to that tune, which is truth. Save you a lot of missteps. I'll tell you that much. And speaking of missteps, you want to share this broadcast out today and not miss the opportunity to pour into someone else. Today's guest, she's just, she's done a lot. She is the founder, Lauren. She goes by Lo, L-O. And I used to have that nickname for about 30 seconds in my 20s, and I just couldn't pull it off. I was tempted. If I would have got the do-rag, I could have kept the name, Lo. But I just, no, it was just too much. It was too much. But she does it. She pulls it off greatly. She is the founder and CEO of House of Lo, which is a sanctuary for the soul. Can I get an amen? Sanctuary for the soul. Lauren is also an award-winning business executive. She's a powerful activator, y'all. She's an entrepreneur, a speaker, and a podcast host. Her show is called House of Lo. Where did I hear that before? Oh, wait, she's the founder of the House of Lo. I'm detecting a pattern, okay? And her mission is to dismantle the culture of fear and scarcity. Woo, we gonna be rich, y'all, in all the ways that matter, and to activate a new culture of love and abundance on earth. She says that she's passionate about creating safe spaces and bridges for everyone to receive abundance, reach their full power, and activate their soul's unique gifts. So, woo, that's a tall order. I can't wait to hear how she claims she's gonna get that done, but I know she will. Listen, put your hearts on the screen. It is our digital way, if you will, of saying welcome. It's how we get to our feet, standing ovation. Put some hearts on the screen. She's coming down the hallway. I hear her now. Lauren G. Cue the Kenny G soundtrack, please.
Wow.
Wow is right. Wait, I got to do that thing when I had this with Krista Ford the other day when it's just like.
How can you not be in joy when you even talk to you for 2 minutes?
Oh, wait. Every time you hit one good one. Okay, I'll stop. But if something really exciting comes out of your mouth, the band is going to strike it up. I'm just saying. There it is. I'm great. How are you, Lauren? Lowe? What do you want me to call you?
Dr. Lauren. Oh, my. Lauren and Lowe.
Or is it Dr. Lowe?
You know what? Soon. I just got to follow you and we'll get there.
No, it's Dr. Lauren because, like I said, when I was trying to be called Lowe, it was just too much pressure.
Yeah, I know. It's been a nickname since I was like 5 years old. Lolo, too, if you really know me. So feel free to go there.
So, how you doing? You're doing okay today, right?
I am feeling so lucky, so blessed, and so grateful to know you in this life. And it's been an honor to learn from you. And I'm truly honored to be here. So thank you.
Where is here? Where are you in the world?
San Diego, California.
Oh, that's kind of like the woo-woo Mecca.
You know it, my people.
Now, were you born and raised out there?
Oh, no. Where do you think I was born and raised? New York, upstate New York.
Yeah.
Not New York City, near Syracuse. New York's a big state. But I did do the New York City tri-state area thing for 5 years. And then I said, I'm out. California, let's go.
California, here I come. That one?
Literally.
So why San Diego? Did it have anything to do with the spiritual Mecca that's down there? What was it that drew you to that particular part of the state?
Yeah, thanks for asking that. No, I was not spiritually awakened yet. I awakened in 2018. I got here in 2016, and little did I know my soul was guiding me here for that reason, because I was always going to awaken here and meet my partner here and create my family here and do the damn thing here. It's not all completed yet. You know, I'm psychic, remember, so I can see everything before it happens. But I have been on a wild, and I mean wild, 7-year spiritual journey, awakening. From when I was young, I knew, much like you, that I was tuned into the subtle energies of this planet and other humans, but I didn't have the language like most of us don't. Yeah. And so, yeah, I awakened here fully.
Okay. Wow. Well, you said 7 years ago. You hit town right around the time, I believe, I got connected with one of my first coaching clients. He was one of the pioneers or guinea pigs, as the case may be, still in my life, Joshua T. Berglund.
Full circle.
Do you know him?
No.
He was running around. He's the world's mayor. And he was walking around. He was right. Oh, you got to meet Joshua T. Hey, okay. Josh. Yes. Oh, yeah. He's a great guy. And still out there. Aww. So let me ask you this. So what is it that you do on a daily basis that allows you to ease suffering in the world?
Let's just hold reverence for the power of that question. So I am a big believer in parallel pathing your purpose. So what that means is we live in a society that tells people to go all in on one thing, niche down. And really what's underneath all that is be smaller, because you can't outshine your fellow human. That's going to trigger everybody. And so I have multiple businesses, multiple paths, and I am guided to do all of them because one of them is going to take off, if not all of them, or they will all converge. And so I am a spiritual mentor. I am a guide. I am a speaker. I am a podcaster. I am a channel. I am an intuitive. I am a psychic. And I am also going to teach high spiritual principles of abundance to corporate America. I'm going back into corporate with my own business, but I have an arm of my business that's kicking off as we speak, where I'm going to go back into corporate. I had a 14-year career in corporate marketing. I was like a marketing executive, if you will. And I learned a lot. And I am very passionate about the business world. I have a lot of skills in business. I'm very good in business. Some of this is from other lives. I've mastered some of that. And I will rise back up to the higher realms happy if I can have some kind of impact on shifting scarcity, which is a false notion and program on planet Earth, shifting corporate from scarcity to abundance.
Where's that word again? Stop saying it. It's scaring me. Corporate.
Ah,
Okay, I'm sorry.
yeah,
A
I
lot
know.
of people, the reason I say that is a lot of people have been chewed up from the corporate everything. So why are you, well, you left it. If you're going back, it means you had to have walked away from it. Tell us about that. You went, you left. What did you leave looking for or running from? And why are you going back? Are you just a glutton for punishment? Would you keep those dogs quiet? Damn. I mean, dang. Sorry. Okay, go ahead. No, but seriously.
People. Well, thank you for asking that lovely question, as always. So I'm going in as an entrepreneur. I'm not going to go work for them again. Hello. But I left because of massive trauma. I watched so many people get laid off. I watched greed, the politics of power and greed get the best of the leaders, mostly white men. Sorry to say it. Sorry to say it.
Did you say greed?
I did.
In corporate America, we all know that's not even, that does not happen. Girl, quit playing. Greed? I'm kidding. Of course, greed. Okay, so wait a minute. So what did that literally look like? Did you see, Carolyn from HR squirreling, I don't know, paper clips and stuff away and taking them home on the company, what was it? What was it you saw that was like, damn, that's greedy? What was it?
Thank you. We only have 56 minutes, so I'm going to just try to distill this down.
Power. I bet your power.
Politics of, because think about it. Why is there politics in a company? Because it's all about competition, which is underneath scarcity. Because what's underneath competition is we're separate from source God. And so if I'm separate from the divine, then I'm separate from you and all my fellow humans. And the way that manifests, obviously, in our personal lives is one thing we can talk about. But the way it has manifested in business and commerce for thousands of years is I have to step on you to make it, to shine, to have money to even meet my livelihood. Forget having wealth. But now we're obviously in this massive divide of people that cannot afford dinner for their children and people that have 40 yachts, 30 houses. And I'm not going to get into the other shit they have. And so when I witnessed an executive making a decision to lay off 500 people to report to Wall Street in their next quarterly earnings that they were profitable while 500 people were going to struggle, I said, I'm out, homie.
Oh, did you just drop the mic? It sure sounded like it.
I did.
Oh, she just...
See, what happens when you awaken spiritually is you remember you're a soul and a body made from the divine source God, of the divine source God. And you remember you are on a level playing field with all your fellow humans who are also made from the divine source God, who are a soul in a temporary body. And you remember that all this is temporary. And so what are you going to do with the 60, 70, 80, 90 years you're here on this planet to help it and your fellow humans who are souls in bodies?
Woo! You're like a spiritual roller derby queen.
You know it. No fear.
You're
what
like,
happens when you have no more fear?
Wow. Okay,
and
so...
I won't say that from an ego space. I want to be clear. Obviously, I'm still in a human body and I still have things to learn. Very much so. But I've also been able to hold that I am an ancient soul, as are you. And so when you awaken to the wisdom in your soul, you try to not make the same damn mistakes you made in other lives.
Well, there's only one thing you can say to that. Okay. Okay, I'm not playing. There you go. So listen. So how are you going to, you just going to walk in the front door of corporate? I'm here to shake some shit up. How are you going to get this inside to the people who need it? It's almost like you have to be David Copperfield.
Oh, you know it. Pull a rabbit out of a hat.
So talk about this. How have you decided to get corporate mindset to wrap their mindset around your offerings?
Yeah. Thank you for asking that. So I am in the process of shaping let's call it a methodology that encompasses principles that you know very well. manifestation, energetics, intuition, gut instinct, call it whatever, abundance mindset, and creation. Not creativity, creation. Because what's key for people to understand is that we are creator beings made from the creator. So if we're made from the creator and we're connected to the infinite consciousness of the cosmos that the creator made, that means we can create what we desire. Hence the classic, you create your reality or you co-create it with the divine source and the universal forces, which is what we believe, obviously. We're not doing it alone. We're doing it with many forces, seen and unseen. You and I are tapped into both the seen and unseen, and we know what kind of life that is. So, you know, part of what I'm going to go in there and do is I'm going to package this. I'm going to make it visual. I know you and I are visual learners. I'm going to make this colorful. I'm going to make it fun. I'm going to make it exciting, but I am going to tell corporate and not just the HR, person and a few teams. I'm going to talk to the CEO, the board of directors, the investors. That's who I'm getting in front of on top of the other people. But I'm not going to get stuck in some corporate wellness budget. I know how this all works, which is part of the strength I have. And by the way, the divine source God has been going like this with me, to me since March 2023. Psst, psst.
Hey, you
go back in corporate and teach all this stuff you learned. What you think you were in that, and now you're not going to. And I was like, no, ignore for a year. And then the divine is so loving. The divine isn't going to like bang its gavel. No. God doesn't punish. Just want to let everybody know that. No one's punishing you. No one's punishing you. You're not a victim. No one's punishing you. You're not a victim. You've been through hell, but you're not a victim, and there is no God in the sky punishing you. That would be very convenient for humanity. And it has been, but it's over. That belief is coming to a very startling halt. Sorry, I channel, so my human would never say half this shit. My soul is speaking from the divine.
Well.
Believe me, I'll rewatch this and go, oh.
No, I don't think you will. It's making a lot of sense. But I want to go here. It's like, I want to get to the scarcity thing.
Yes. Because
it's not, okay, corporate, good luck with that. So now everybody else, everybody here, scarcity, scary, right. Scarcity, right. Scar, scarcity, all those letters, scars and scarcity, all of it. Codes. What is it? What is this hold, this bond? It's like spiritual crazy glue. Once it gets on something, it sticks to everything, this scarcity thing. Why do you feel so many people so readily accept it and hold on to it with a death grip? All while proclaiming, I want more, I need more, but then they won't let go of something in order to make room for something else. What is that?
Well said. Well, obviously, I'm one of many people that are exploring this, that have been guided to channel on this and teach about it, and I'm still breaking it down. I want to emphasize this because I think it's worth repeating. We live in a culture of a lot of thought leaders that have a lot of ego. I don't. I know how my voice sounds, but I don't. And I'm not here to apologize or explain, but I want people to understand intention, because what is currently in your life, in your house, in your relationships, in your bank account, come from your intention. What is intention? Your why. Why do I want this job? Why do I need this house? Why am I with this partner? Why? And I'm a seer and I'm a Sag. And as a Sagittarius, we go to the ends of the earth to figure out why. We're seekers. Not everybody is. Some people just go, this is the way life is. These are the cards I was dealt. No, wrong, wrong. And we're not going to get into the soul stuff. I can talk about that later, of why things are the way they are and what our soul chooses and all that. But the bigger piece with scarcity is, first of all, it's a program. It's a distorted program from nefarious energies on earth from thousands of years. Entities that are seen and unseen, sentient beings and humans. But let's just say nefarious entities have programmed this deeply into the core of Mother Earth, who is now rejecting it. And so humans, when souls come here, they feel we come through the veil and we contract to experience that, to only, here's the kicker, remember our divinity and our nature and the nature of the creator, which is abundance only. Now, what's to your point with scarcity, it's all about linguistics. There's codes embedded in all these words, scar, scare, right? When you keep people trapped in fear and scarcity, you can control them.
Of course.
So,
or they can just bobble around like a Tasmanian devil.
That's right.
Out of control. Where
That's right.
they're not controlling anything in their world and no one is controlling anything in the world. They're just like a top spinning out of orbit. There are people who, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yes. And, you know, part of of course, I have a lot of discussions about this. I don't like to call them arguments. I like to call them debates, because people say, well, how do you explain poverty and how do you, right? And those are beautiful questions that we're going to discuss right now. Oh. How do you explain the Wall Street trader who is making millions of dollars right now versus the woman working in Walmart who can't, you know, pass 30K a year? Well, money is neutral. I just said this I did an Instagram live the other day and I was talking about money. We need to recreate and revamp our relationship with money as an energy and as an entity. Money is neutral. Hear me now. If you forget everything else that we said today, money is neutral, meaning it's an energy that's circulating and floating around Earth. Why? I can't get into that right now. Currency is going to change in our lifetime. We're going to go back to things like trading. We're going to start playing with other things. We are. But physical currency was a way for exchange to happen much, much faster. Because remember, money is just circulating between one account and the other. No one really owns their money. It's just they think they do, and they've convinced themselves they do. Money is an energy that moves energy throughout Earth, through humans. Okay. And so because we're energy, this is all like, some of this comes back to, can you understand that everything is energy? Even if you don't believe in God or whatever God is to you, can you understand that, like, this computer is energy, my heart is energy, my body is, everything's energy. And so money is no different. So that Wall Street trader has a relationship with money, for better or worse. I'll get into karma in a second, because karma is very, very real. Very real. It's not a fun little thing. There would be no level playing field if there wasn't karma. And I'll explain that. Right. But, you know, the reason that Wall Street trader, I don't mean to pick on them, but there's a lot of dark energy down there. So yes, I will. The reason that money comes to that person easily is because they're working with it. Money doesn't know that person's bad. Karma will handle that later. But money as a neutral energy is like, oh, this sentient being would like me to, has opened the door to me. And so the
law of attraction we're talking about?
Straight up law of attraction. Mm-hmm. But for people that say all the programming of money doesn't grow on trees, look out, don't talk about money, don't tell people how much you make, all that shit.
Money is the root of all evil.
Oh, yeah. It keeps the door shut on money. I just want you to think about a door, an open door or a closed door. This goes for like people in your life that you would like to be in your life. You have to open the door to them for them to be like, oh, I can walk on through if I want with my free will. Yes. Money is no different. And so when people see money, and a lot of people are waking up to this. So think about it. This is why I want to speak on it, because everything's about education. If you don't know, you don't know. The poor kid in South Florida right now don't know this shit until he gets exposed, or they get exposed to me or you or somebody that has the balls to say this stuff. Because part of what I've been activated in is saying very, very bold things that, by the way, my human is like, ooh, but my soul is like, go now. Sacred urgency is on the planet because people are remembering.
So let me ask this. So little things like, for instance, the word abundance, for a lot of people, myself included, it was very difficult for me to see that word or what it represented, that symbol, in a positive way for myself, because it almost felt like I was asking for more than enough, like more than I needed, like extra, so much money that I couldn't even spend it all. It would make all these different thoughts. So I had to switch to grow into what was right for me and out of what wasn't serving me. I had to swap out the word abundance for a while. It was temporary to the word increase. So, because increase was just adding, it helped me acknowledge that what I had was enough. It was good enough, but with good, I can be better.
Yeah.
And so I want to, you want to take great to greater and greater to greatest. So we're supposed to keep reaching. We're supposed to keep challenging ourselves. And so that's what I had to do. What about how important is how we speak to ourselves about increase, abundance, money, things.
It's the whole thing. It's the most important thing because we speak everything we get into existence. We do, good or bad. The universe doesn't see it as good or bad. Our human emotional body does.
Right.
But so when I'm saying I'm a failure, I'm a loser, I'm a joke, I'm a coward, well, and thoughts matter too. Speaking it out loud is more potent than thoughts. We have millions of thoughts. But your thoughts, especially the ones you're repeating in your head all day that you may or may not acknowledge, yeah, that's creating your reality. It's like an ingredient in a pot.
100%.
So what I'm being guided to say right now, and I'm going to follow my channel, is I'm going to give you a very concrete, transparent example because I'm a little too transparent with my life, but it's because I want to really tell people the reality of things. So when you follow the divine source God, whoever that is to you, the higher power that you're connected to, and that's your relationship to create and cultivate. Just want to say that. When you follow that force of light, and it is a force of light because we have to have discernment between the divine and forces that are not of the divine. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, on this planet, those also exist, and I pray they go back to the heart of God. But that's a different topic. So, yep. Okay, I'm going to try to explain this simply. When the divine was going, psst, corporate America, the divine wasn't just doing that because of the impact I'm going to make on corporate. The divine was doing it because everything is two-way, and corporate's going to make an impact on me. You know how? First of all, corporate has all the money. I have the ability to make exponential amounts of money, parallel pathing that business on top of my other two businesses. And when I make the money, or let's say it like this, when I receive the money that comes through that abundance channel, that container of abundance, we're gonna come back to containers in a minute because I want to leave people with some conscious actions they can take in their life to create containers of abundance for money to then fill. That's how it works energetically. And then you'll see it in your physical reality. The reason the divine is guiding me to corporate is so I get cash injections that allow me to do what I'm really here to do, which is create huge events for people of all walks of life to come together and heal and be activated and be educated and learn and find community and be safe and feel safer in their body and on this planet. Because House of Low, at the end of the day, that name dropped in when I was 23 years old at my first corporate job. I was on a lunch break driving, and all of a sudden I heard House of Low, and I was like, the hell is that? But I knew it was something big. And now here I am with the same name all the 12, 13 years later. So wow. House of Low is a sanctuary for the soul. What is sanctuary? Safety. I am here to make people feel safer in their body and on this planet. So events cost money, usually a lot of them. And I am not somebody who does events in some cheap way. I pay, first of all, I co-create with 10, 12, 15, 20 people. They all are powerful and in their gifts, and I'm going to compensate them for what they deserve, right? Not my budget, although I might have a budget, but I'm going to compensate people because I want their frequency and their gifts to co-create with me. The bigger events I can do, the more my message gets out there, just like your message. So news to me, Dr. Lauren, when people say follow the universe, like it'll show you the way, that this is an example of that. I would have never thought I'm going to go back into corporate. I was trying to do like one human at a time. And when you trade your time for money, you end up poor. We don't have that much time. Like we just don't. That's classic business entrepreneur stuff. So here we are. And I'm like, and now I see the bigger picture, and now I can actually take more intentional aligned action and follow this corporate path because I know it's just an infinity symbol that is going to go right back into the other business that's really going to potentially change people's hearts.
Okay, so here's a piece that a lot of people, I don't think spend enough time even considering. And it should be, in my opinion, it's a part of the pre-negotiations when I'm sitting there with what is greater than me, going over the fine print. And what I'm getting at is it's important to see what you're going to do with it when you get it. Because if not, that's why I was, and you always hear those stories of someone who won the lottery and how they were broke or something like the first year because they were surprised. So they didn't know what to do with it. They really didn't expect it. And so how important is it
because I always do this little thing where I'll write down my intention as close to what I think it should be. But I leave room for it to be able to be groomed or molded to a better version of itself, should I be missing something. So, because I love to co-create, like you were saying. But I actually will say, so here's what I need to do what I desire. And here, when you give me what I ask, like the prayer of Jabez, when you give me what I ask, here's what I'm going to do with it. And I literally hold it up and show it. Here it is. This is my plan. So what do you think?
100%.
Are you in? You know? Or what do we need to change? Talk to me. That's exactly how I do it. So how important? I mean, do you think this is a piece that a lot of people miss? The outcome. What are you going to do with it when you get it?
Yes. By the way, money needs to know that too.
That's all of it. That's what I mean.
The guy that has intentions to buy houses and party with that money doesn't care. I know that sounds weird. We are so not neutral in the human body. This is why we can't understand neutrality and above. Mm-hmm. We're not here to really be neutral. That's fine. But we need to understand that other energies that help us on earth and our earthly human experience are neutral. Money is one of them. And so with money, it needs to know where it's going to go. And this comes back to the abundance container, or call it whatever you want. So for example, I already have an intention. I don't even need to write it down, but yes, that all amplifies it. And the more you do, think about it. I just met somebody yesterday who said, we met and I'm going to mentor her. And she was like, I prayed for someone like you. And I was like, yeah, prayer works. And here's the thing that I'm challenged with. I don't know how to teach abundance consciousness without in talking about the divine, but I'm going to have to figure that out, because I know that makes everybody in the oh my God. What do they think's powering their heart chakra? What I want to say to people is, I know you think I know you think your organs are powering your body, but what's powering your organs? Your soul. Thank you so much. So here I am. I got to figure that part out. TBD. Some companies are going to be down with that. I'm not going to go in and say, believe in God, blah, blah, blah. But I need to talk about the universe, like the universal forces, whatever. We'll figure that out later. But part of abundance consciousness is absolute faith. There's another thing I need people to remember, if you don't remember anything else I said.
Oh, wait, right there. That's a good one.
What?
That's a good one. Why do you think, you guys, talking to the audience out there, why do you think she just said absolute faith? Because it is the only true definition of faith. There is no partial version of faith. It's not faith.
It's not faith.
That's like driving. Here it comes. That's like driving with a cracked windshield.
Uh-oh. Look out. I have one.
That was a clue, you guys. That was something.
I'm going to have to get rid of this car. That's a whole other thing. Okay. We're going to upgrade.
So what about the person, Lauren? Let's talk about that can't figure out. I mean, how much of what I'm going to do with it, how much do I have to know? If I'm saying, well, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I just have faith that, universe, you're going to show me what to do with the money when I get it. So just give me a bunch of money. Because here's the deal. A lot of people think that money will automatically solve everything for you.
Oh, yeah.
And that's not true. It will create more issues if you don't know what you're going to do with it. And if you're honest with yourself, you cannot have a shared custody agreement with the truth.
Yes.
You have to really, your intentions must be pure. Your moral compass must be set for due north.
Yes.
Because look at it, Lauren. Look at how many people get stuff where they do spend their whole lives building a career and getting to a certain level. And then it all comes out that they were doing all this shady shit and they end up blowing their heads off because they're embarrassed or this, that.
That's real.
It's every day somewhere in this world. So, and then it is hard when you see people, you know, a mother who's trying to just scrimp up change to feed her 5 kids. She's trying to do right. She wants to do right. It's just, it can be very disheartening from a lot of perspectives. So let's talk about abundance as far as using it to ease the suffering of people.
Here we go.
In the world. Yeah. And not just so I can have the big house. Is it wrong to want to have nicer things? How do we get past the guilt of I shouldn't be wanting that? Why would I? Oh, how horrible I am. Is it wrong to think? I remember once I heard a woman say years ago, somebody was talking to her, getting on her case about all her money and all her cars. So look, I cry and I have pain too. She goes, I just choose to blow my nose and wipe my crying eyes in a Rolls instead of a Pinto. That's what she said. I'd rather wipe my eyes and blow my nose in a Rolls than a Pinto. Why is that wrong?
Yeah, why is that wrong? It's not wrong. It's not wrong. Here's the tricky part of programming, which I know I'm a broken record and a lot of us are, but what do we think's creating all this mindset in our culture? Call it programming, call it societal conditioning, call it, ancestral history, call it whatever resonates. But the reality is you were indoctrinated from childhood, whether depending on the country you come from, because around the world, there's different things too. But let's talk about America, which is the real problem seed of the world right now. We are indoctrinated into a certain consciousness from our parents and then school and then society and government rather quickly. With scarcity specifically, it's really about guilt and shame, which you touched on, which are powerful forces of the shadow. Look out. And a lot of times guilt and shame is very subtle. There's times when it's overt, obviously, but the subtleties of it in the unconscious mind from the subconscious beliefs formed between 0 and 7, and then 8 and 12, and then 12 to 22 years old are what are powering. They are the backseat driver running your life. And so
that's a great way of putting it.
Part of my spiritual journey in 7 years, I had to unpack the divine forced me. By the way, I'm 35 years old. I could have built a huge business by now, but instead, inconveniently, I was put on a 7-year spiritual awakening to unpack every possible, program of the culture, my own subconscious beliefs that came from different things, my own biases, my pain, my trauma, my fears, my own scarcity beliefs. Okay. My body image issues, all kinds of shit I unpacked. And so when you do that, when you live in suffering to unpack your shadow, you end up making your way back to your soul and back to the light, because we're all truly light at our center. Our soul is a beam of light. That's what it is. And so I know the word light is tricky, but we are and so light warriors of the light, leaders of the light, people like you and me need to be wealthy. Why? Because we are pure-hearted in our intentions already. A lot of us have already done the work. And this goes for every human, but not everyone's going to fully spiritually awaken in this lifetime, and we can acknowledge that. But those of us that are here to be, let's call it leaders, and here to change the ways of Earth, need to be wealthy. It's a requirement. And so what I want to offer to everyone now is I want you to talk directly to the energy of money and talk to the higher power that you believe in and say, I am now asking with the highest intention, for the highest good of myself and the highest good of all, for all the money, people, opportunities, and resources I need to support me, my family, and the communities I'm here to serve for my mission on this planet, to complete it so this lifetime can feel fully complete at the end, whenever the end is.
Wow. Yeah. I received that. I receive it for real. And so what do you see happening for the person who's like, okay, I said it, now what? What do I do? Do I sit here? Is there some follow-up incantation? What am I supposed to do? Right. Should I make a pot of soup? What should happen? So let's talk about that though. Now that you say it, and the reason I say that is this. I mean, God love them. I mean, I have a lot of family that's, I came from the Seventh-day Adventist background as far as where my religious things started. Yes. And I have family members that are still in it. Good for you. If they like it, I love it. However, what bothers me still, even though it's, and everybody can do what they want, but they'll just say, well, I'm just going to pray on it. I'll just leave it at the feet of Jesus or whatever. It's totally disacknowledge, I don't know if that's even a word, that their role in making something better or changing something out for something better. And so hit that for a second, if you could.
Oh, let's get into it.
Yeah. I mean,
Thank you for that. I forgot to go there. This is a very important piece. Can we all acknowledge how nuanced everything is and that everything is both and, not either or? I'm going to write a book one day called Both And. We have to acknowledge that multiple things can be true at the same time.
it's never about just one thing.
We have to acknowledge that Earth has been under a cloak of scarcity beliefs, and 8 billion people fully believe that scarcity is real and there isn't enough for everyone to survive and thrive. And so because of that, there is a vibrational wave of energy constantly refueling and reinforcing scarcity programming in the culture, which keeps people poor, sick, tired, and numbed out and distracted and out of their power and out of their gifts. We have to acknowledge that is what's happening. So the other two little ingredients to the pot are karma and free will. So the divine loves us so much that it put a safety mechanism on the planet Earth and many other planets in the cosmos, which is free will. The divine says you can come to Earth, and Earth, listen, if the divine had full control over Earth, there'd be no war. There'd be none of that. That was on purpose. You want to know why? It was some checks and balances shit. Because the divine source God, way back when, knew that power is a very, very powerful force in and of itself.
Oh, they'll do anything for it.
Anything. And so the source of all creation said, I'm going to put let's call it a contract, an agreement over this planet of free will, meaning every soul that comes here, every sentient being, every plant life animal gets to do what it wants. Nothing's forcing it to do anything, right? And so when we incarnate, we come here and know we're going to have free will, meaning like, yeah, you can hurt somebody and like no one's really going to be able to stop you. Some people might, but the karma part, meaning karma is usually what that means. What that means is unfinished lessons, unfinished patterns that are, remember, karma is also kind of a neutral thing like money, where it's like karma is just balance. It's Libra energy. It's justice, balancing the scales. Everything in the cosmos is masculine and feminine energy, creation, right? And so when the scales are out of balance, when all of a sudden it's like this, so somebody betrayed someone, that creates an imbalance in the whole universal grid energetically. And so the universe is going to do everything it can in its own timing, divine timing, to rebalance that scale. And this is what happens between people, but this is also what's happening at a bigger level between humanity and Mother Earth itself. And so now we get to experience from an abundance perspective to bring this all the way back, because it's important to understand what's happening at a high level, but to zoom all the way back down to people's lives right now that are sitting watching this, maybe not, that are poor or struggling or can't pay their bills or whatever. All I want to tell you is your free will is so powerful that you simply deciding that you no longer believe in scarcity and you are choosing with your free will to believe and embody and have faith that there is an abundant universe with endless possibilities for you, endless ways money can come to you, and endless people that can support you. Your life will change now.
And you have to mean it.
Yeah, you have to mean
what you say and say what you mean. And I just want to throw this in there because I want to get over to this to talk about this. But I will say this. When we get into like a cookie cutter thing where we really just go through the motions, we're not really executing. For instance, I say this all the time. How many times has someone said something in a post on Facebook or something and they ask for prayer and you hit the, myself included, I hit the prayer hand emoji, and then not one syllable of a prayer escapes my spirit. I don't utter one single word, syllable of a prayer. But I'll say praying or done. I've even done that, put done. And no goodness well, I have not said a dang thing. So again, what am I doing? I'm breaking my own covenants with myself. I'm not being impeccable with my word. So in other words, if you're going to, it's probably better to not do or say anything.
Yeah.
Than say you're doing it and not do it.
Yes. 100%.
Okay. So let's talk about now. Break this down. A body undance. A body undance.
I'll break it down for you.
Okay,
are you ready?
Break it down.
Are you excited?
I am.
Is that one of the most unique things you've ever seen? That the way
it is, and I'm focused on undance.
Okay, don't focus on that. How about you now dance? So I'm a big believer in linguistics. Yeah. I'm a big believer in linguistics. I'm a big believer that there's codes in every word. I can explain what codes means, but it's pretty much just a deeper meaning in something than just how it looks on the surface to your five human senses. Okay. So abundance is the divine marriage between body, the relationship we have with our body, which is a container for our soul, and the absolute through line relationship to abundance and money, which money is a container for us to live the life in this body. So my girl Angela and I, she is my soul family. She is a co-creator of mine, a creative partner, if you will, and also a fellow channel and intuitive. She and I are co-creating, which is another new code for the new earth. So the new earth, the way earth is going, we are going to be co-creating with a lot more people, partnerships, co-creation, personally and professionally, because this culture of celebrity is quite literally part of the issue. And this because of the intentions behind it, like we talk about with intention. And then second, we are not better. We are not meant to do things alone. That's the old programming. Yep. And so this container, Lionsgate, is a very powerful 2-week portal that happens every year from July 26th to August 12th. Lionsgate is when the spiritual sun, Sirius, merges with the earth sun, our actual physical sun we can see. And basically what it is at a higher level is it's a huge portal of light that opens where rapid manifestations of any kind can happen. Big life changes can happen, sudden changes of heart, big realizations, things falling apart, but also a lot of money flowing to you. And abundance comes in all forms. Think about it. Money comes through people, right? So it could be new relationships, new opportunities. You meet new people, but this is a very powerful portal. Now, 8/8/2024 is the vortex of the portal, if you will. It's the main day. Because think about it, numerology, 8th day of the 8th month in an 8-year, 2024 equals 8. Numerology
is 24, right?
Right. So now this year, we're actually in what's called the 888 portal. I know there's people that watch this that know angel numbers. 888 is abundance, power, infinity, limitless possibilities, unlimited possibilities. And so this year, because of the coding of 2024, we are in the ultimate portal. And 2020 to 2024 was a big 4 or 5 year cycle that is ending now. And we're in the culmination. Okay.
If you add all those numbers up there, it equals 24 again.
Yes. 6. Balance, justice, lovers. So there's codes and everything. And so we're going to be channeling 8 unique codes that are related to our body, our relationship with our physical body, which is the container and house for our soul, and physical containers of abundance where money can come in. And allowing when we heal our relationship with our body in whatever way that manifests, we heal our relationship with money. And then to take it a step further, we heal our relationships with our fellow humans.
Okay. So tell people about, so there's an $88.
Yep. That's it. Venmo, because I'm not dealing with, I'm not dealing with
all day. How long is this? I think it starts at 6 p.m. Pacific. How long is it?
3 hours. It's going to be like an energy activation. There's going to be education. There's going to be embodiment practice. It's like a ceremony, if you will. It's going to be very activating, and you won't be bored. I promise you that. And I mean, what we're bringing through, remember, we're channels. We're bringing through these codes. People's lives have the potential to change overnight from receiving what we're going to bring through. And remember, we're just vessels bringing this information through. That's it. So
3 hours, not bad at all. That's a great investment.
And people will get the replay, of course, but the energy of doing this on 8/8 is unmatched. So I encourage people to join us live.
Okay, I'll be there. I'm very excited. Yeah, I know nothing about this, so I'm really interested.
My God, I can't wait.
It's going to be exciting. Okay, so man, we've got about 2 minutes left. Let me get this off the screen. And let's go to what other things. I wanted to let people know that you can also head over to here, houseoflow.co. And what will they find there, Lauren?
Right now, I mean, if you work in the corporate world and you are interested in me coming in and teaching and speaking to your team or your company, hit me up, lauren@houseoflow.co. That's my email. But right now I do sessions, one-on-one sessions with people. I also am open to doing 3 to 6 month mentorships for people. I help people activate abundance in their life. I'm an abundance activator, but I also help people on their spiritual journey, their personal development journey, whatever people call it. And I channel for people. So I can channel with my intuitive gifts. I can channel your soul to talk through my vessel and tell you what it needs you to do in that body. To say it. Yeah. So that's what we can do together. So I have single sessions, 60 minutes, $333, and you get the replay. And usually they are pretty intense and activating. So it's an honor to do this work and help as many people as I can.
Oh, priceless, you guys. Listen, I'm so excited. I'm sure we're going to hear lots more from you, and you're welcome back anytime. Really informative, incredibly eye-opening, and definitely extremely inspiring. I cannot wait for this event. You guys head over. I'm going to just show you one more time so you can, let me get back up to it. Wait. I'm going to put everything that you've seen on the screen, you guys, inside your comment section here in a minute as we get out of here. That way you'll have the links right there to just click and go. But in the meantime, listen, have the best weekend ever. I'll miss you guys, of course, but not for so long, because God willing, Monday morning, 8 a.m. right over there, Central Standard. Excuse me. Hold on. Coffee. Trying to keep me from getting this announcement. I think not. Monday morning, 8 a.m. Central, right over there on the front porch, you and me all over again for another illuminated conversation. Remember, today and every day, find just a little piece of your highest self. The easiest road for me in doing that has always been to look for one E and one R. No matter how you slice it, whatever you already are, great, smart, nice, and bold, all of them go to something bigger, greater, stronger, bolder, and nicer. Just that easy. Take that with you. I'll see you. Have a divine weekend. And remember, don't let my screen door slam on your way out. And as always, Dr. Lauren loves you. And it's not a damn thing you can do about it. Goodbye, everybody. Have the best. Great job, Lauren. Great job. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Bye.